Hi my dear students, welcome to Study of Science. Myself Ramya. In the previous session, we have understood about the IUPAC nomenclature for various organic compounds. In this session, now let us understand the next concept, that is isomers. Then, what are isomers? See, isomers are the organic compounds. They are having only one molecular formula and that can be represented with more than one compounds. Then how can we define an isomer? See, isomers are defined as the organic compounds. Isomers are the organic compounds. They are having the same molecular formula. I repeat, isomers are the organic compounds which are having the same molecular formula but that can be represented with the help of different structural formula. So this is how we represent the isomer. I repeat, isomers are the organic compounds that are having the same molecular formula but different structural formula. This topic is very important with the examination point of view, children. Please remember this topic is very important. And next, to write isomer, how many minimum carbon atoms are required? See, we have to write the structure for isomers, means there should be certain number of carbon atoms, that is very necessary. So how many minimum carbon atoms are required to write an isomer? See, to write the possible hydrocarbons, that is, see, isomerism is possible only with the hydrocarbons which are having 4 carbon atoms, minimum 4 carbon atoms or more than 4 carbon atoms. Minimum it should be 4 carbon atoms. I repeat, isomerism is possible only with the hydrocarbons which are having 4 or more than 4 carbon atoms. Now, let us understand which is the first member of isomer then. See, when I talk about 4, when I tell you that 4 carbon atoms are necessary, 4 means according to IUPAC it is bute, right? According to IUPAC, 4 means it is bute. So now the first member of the isomer is butane. I repeat, the first member of isomer is butane. And for the butane, we can write 2 possible structures. We can write 2 possible structures for the butane. Now, I will show you how to write the 2 possible structures. See, this is how we can write the 2 possible structure. The first possible structure is the straight chain and the second possible structure is the branched chain. When I talk about straight chain, it is called as butane. It is called as butane and this is called as now isobutane. See, now when I write this carbon atom, that is 4 carbon atom in the longest chain. See, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms are here. That is bute, and surrounded by 4 carbon atoms, there are 12 hydrogen atoms. Because we know the molecular formula for the butane is C4H10. The molecular formula is C4H10. So, butane's straight chain can be considered like this. And another possible structure for the butane is the branched chain. See, to make a branched chain, now I have written 3 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3 in the longest carbon chain, and the 4th carbon I have written towards outside. See, totally now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon atoms. And when we start writing the hydrogens for this, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are totally 10 hydrogen atoms. So this is now isobutane. Now it is called as isobutane. So these are the 2 possible structures that we can write for the butane. Now I will teach you the possible structures for the next member of isomer, that is the pentane. Now let us understand for the pentane. So when I talk about pentane, so what is the molecular formula for pentane? Pentane is having the molecular formula of C5H12. So for pentane, how many possible structures we can write? We can write 3 possible structures for pentane. 3 possible structures can be written for pentane. Now I will teach you how to write the 3 possible structure for pentane. The first one, as we all know, that is the straight chain. So as we have 5 carbon atoms, let me write 5 carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the longest chain of the carbon, and as we are writing for A, there will be single bond between the carbon and carbon atom. Now let us write the number of hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So we are going to write 12 hydrogens now surrounded by 5 carbon atom. And this is the first possible structure that we can write for pentane. And the second possible structure that we can write for pentane is, see, I will write 4 carbon atoms now in the longest carbon chain, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth carbon atom I will focus towards the outside here. See, now as we are writing for A, there will be single bond between the carbon and carbon atom. And now let us write the number of hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So here also we got 12 hydrogen atoms. And this is the second possible structure for the pentane. And the third possible structure for the pentane is, now I will write 3 carbon atoms in the longest carbon chain. Fourth one I will write here and fifth one I will write on top. So now let me write the bonds between the carbon and carbon atom. All the carbon atom are having the single bond between them. Now let me write the number of hydrogen atom, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Totally I got 12 hydrogen atoms. See, as I told you at the earlier, when I talk about isomers, isomers are the organic compound which are having same molecular formula. See, in this case, in the first case, it is C5H12, and in the second case it is C5H12, and in the third case also it is C5H12. All the three are having same molecular formula, but you can see that they are represented in the different structures. Hence we call them as isomer. Now let me teach you another example for the isomer, that is hexane. Let me write the now structure for hexane. So now when I talk about hexane, the molecular formula for hexane is C6H14. So how many possible structures we can write for hexane? We can write 5 possible structure for the hexane. We can write 5 possible structure for the hexane. The first one is, as we all know, that we can write the straight chain. Let me now show you the straight chain of hexane. There are 6 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There are totally 6 carbon atoms, and as we are writing for A, it is single bond between all the carbon atoms. Now let us write the hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So we got 14 hydrogen atoms for 6 carbon atoms. That is 6 carbon atoms are surrounded by now 14 hydrogen atoms, and this is the first possible structure for hexane. Now let me write the second possible structure for the hexane. The second possible structure, let me write now 5 carbon atoms in the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the 6th carbon now I am going to write at the bottom. So now let me write single bond between all the carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is all these are bonds. And now let me write the hydrogens surrounded by carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are totally 14 hydrogen atoms. So this is how we write the second possible structure for the hexane. Now let me write the third possible structure for the hexane. Again I am going to write the 5 carbon atoms in the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now as I have written at the bottom, now we can write at the top. Okay. So let me write now here. So all the carbon atoms are having single bond between them. Okay. So now let me write the number of hydrogen atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 11, 12, 13 and 14. So this is the third possible structure that we can write for the hexane. and all these are having the different names even though they're having the same molecular formula and represented by different structural formula. These are having the different names. I will teach you the names in the next session. Now let us understand the structures, and this is the third possible structure. Now let me teach you the fourth possible structure of the hexane. So let me write now 4 carbon atoms in the longest carbon chain. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 5th and 6th I will be writing at the bottom. So now all the carbon atoms are having single bond between them. Now let me write the hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now it's time to write the hydrogen atoms. So there are totally here also 14 hydrogen atoms. So this is the fourth possible structure that I can write for hexane. Now I will teach you the fifth possible structure. So now let me write again 4 carbon atoms in the longest carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms in the longest carbon chain, and 5th and 6th I will write at the top and bottom. Now let us write the single bond between the carbon and carbon atom. And now it's the time to write the hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is how we write the fifth possible structure for hexane. So now these are the 5 possible structures I have taught you for the hexane. See, totally we have written 5 possible structure. See, all the structures are having same molecular formula. Here also it is having C6H14, 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 C6H14. All are having same type of molecular formula, but that can be represented with the help of different structural formula. Hence we call it as isomers. We can also write the same type of structural formula for different isomer, that is for next member of the isomer, that may be the heptane, octane and so on. So this is how we write the structural formula for the isomers. I repeat, what are isomers? Isomers are the organic compounds which are having the same molecular formula. They are having the same molecular formula, but that can be represented with the help of different structural formula. And which is the first member of the isomer? The first member of isomer is the butane. Please remember, very important, the first member of isomer is the butane. Hope this video is very helpful for you, and those who have not subscribed to my channel till now, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so that you will receive all the notifications as early as possible. That's all for this session. I'm signing off from this session. Thank you.